to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers' gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Glasgow. With me I've got Jake Limond. Jake, you're 2 weeks out from a huge platform to be fighting on. Your dad against Ricky Burns. There's some Scottish talent up and down the card. The Scottish title fights, Commonwealth Game Goals medalists and the amateurs on the card. You're on the card. How excited are you?
Very excited. I'm excited to be sharing the card with all these good fighters. Obviously my dad and Ricky as well. Good platform to be on, BBC. Gutted I missed it in the telly spot, but we're on the iPlayer, aren't we? We're on BBC iPlayer, so that's alright.
Well, listen, if you get a highlight reel knockout, I'm sure they'll show you before your dad fights Ricky Burns on the interlude bit where they're preparing for the fight. So get that knockout then and you'll be on TV.
Listen, I'll start throwing kicks, elbows, everything. I'm getting on the telly.
Like I say, like Scottish talent right now, and I keep mentioning it, man. I love seeing young Scottish fighters come through. You're only 19-year-old, but you're already getting a platform to showcase your skills. I mean, and it's all thanks to your dad and Ricky. They didn't need to take this fight at their age. I mean, they should be sitting on the sofa right now and bringing on the young fighters, but they put on a scrap and they've built a platform. Like I say, I can't even name everybody on this card right now, but there's so many Scottish talent coming through. But that being said, your dad's done it all. Your dad's Commonwealth champion, British champion, WBU world champion, Celtic champion. Can you go one better? Can you become world champion and bring that world title to that Limond household?
I'd like to think so. It's one step at a time, isn't it? So now I'm focusing on this fight, and then after this fight I want to try and push for some titles and that. Obviously Martin Crossan, fucking one of my best pals, he's the Scottish champion at my weight, so hopefully he pushes for something bigger, because he's coming on brilliant. He's inspiring that. See, just feel at the start when he came in, he was fat and he had a mad afro, but now he's flying in training. I'm sparring him and he's sharp, he's really sharp, so hopefully he pushes for something else and I can then fight for that vacant title.
Like I say, there's some good names in Scotland. I mean, I know Charlie Doig went down to super featherweight, but I was half thinking you and Charlie Doig at some stage, but he's gone down to super featherweight, it seems now, for that Scottish title. But you're going to stick around at lightweight. Is that going to be your division?
No, super lightweight. So I'm a bit heavier than Jim. I'm about 2 weights above him, but there's plenty of boys that I'd like to fight. I want to try and get my name out there a wee bit, because I feel like I've not earned any respect yet. I'd like to earn it. Fight people that are actually going to fight back, and a bit of needle between us and stuff like that. I just want to. I feel like, see, like special interviews and stuff, so I feel like I'm always taking the mick, but I want to show a bit more seriousness about me now and try and get these big fights, try and get these titles. I want to actually make something of myself in this game. And
I'm sure you will. Does that mean you're willing to, if the opportunity comes, to fight as an away fighter on maybe a Frank Warren, an Eddie Hearn, a boxer, or even on one of the small hall shows down in England? Are you willing to become an away fighter to step on that opportunity?
Listen, I'm up for anything. I just want to get fights. I want to try and get some stoppages, get titles. I'm willing to do anything for that. Anything, and I'm willing to do anything.
Have you got a map in your head right now where do you write down and be like, right, this time next year I want to be 8-0 with a Scottish title? Have you got them sort of goals in your head right now?
I do have the goals. As it stands now, I want to get this fight done. I think I've watched the boy that I'm fighting. He's a wee bit taller than me, and well, that's what I think so anyway. And that kind of suits me. I like fighting tall fighters. Also like fighting shorter fighters, as long as they're not the same height as me. But I feel
that puts me out of the question. I'm the same height as you.
But I feel like I forgot the question because you made a joke. I forgot the question. What was the question?
It's like the goals that you have in your head.
So hopefully get a stoppage this fight, and then after that I want to try and build up and fight the people who I want to fight. Hopefully win a Scottish title soon.
Well, can you jump in with Jake's interview as well? Because I'll get a separate one with you, but I just want to, because I'm talking with Jake right now, and obviously I'm a biased jock, and you're getting your tiptoes. I was talking about obviously setting goals for yourself, and I said to him, your dad's British Commonwealth, he won the WBU world title, and I said to him, my question was, do you want to bring that world title, one of the major organisations, back to the Limond household? He says, one step at a time, but as his father and his coach, how far can this young man go?
I'm going to be honest, Andy, he's a dark horse. So Jake didn't have much amateur experience, and his first couple of fights quite slow to start with, and then both it's just all came together. Nobody knows how far we're going to go, but he's got what Jake's got is a lot of his determination is good. He's got that mindset where he never thinks he's beat. He's always got this mindset, and so we're just adding a bit of skill. He's got the skill, but we're just adding a bit of discipline to things. But aye, see, he's a dark horse. He'll be under the radar then, I believe. Something will happen, maybe somebody will pull out a fight and he'll get his shot, and that's when you see the best of him.
He gave me a mature answer there for a 19-year-old, believe it or not. He says, I'm sick and tired of taking the mick on interviews. Didn't say sick and tired, but he wants to be more serious now. He's wanting to set them goals that he wants, and he's wanting to aim for them. Now, I said to him, to get them goals, maybe you have to become an away fighter. You did it, an away fighter down in England on one of the big shows. Is he ready for that?
Of course. Well, this is in the pro game. Sometimes we used to ask questions, do you want a fight? You go, what's my getting? It wasn't even who you're fighting with, what's my getting? All right, we'll take it. So I know things are a wee bit different now. We've got to kind of adapt how things go. But Jake's, you see, a bit serious. I remember when he was 12-year-old, he was sitting at the dinner table, and I'm no joke, I went like that to him. I was talking to him, and I mean, you're dead serious for a wee guy. He's like that. I'm a serious wee guy. A wee palm. But no, seriously, he's ready. He's still learning. He's doing we're learning on the job. We're taking him down to the Cross gym for sparring, and we're travelling about sparring with different people. As I say, learning his trade on the job, with sparring, etc. And the right fights, of course, 100%. I've got high hopes for Jake.
Jake, I want to bring you right, and obviously, I said to you, it's thanks to your dad and Ricky. They didn't have to take this fight at their age. I mean, they're old men like me. They should be sitting on the couch and bringing on fighters, passing on the wisdom that they've earned over the years. But they've put on this show, and if it wasn't for these two, you, Martin Crossan, Mike McHale, Tyler Jolly, Charlie Doig, I mean, all these guys, Taylor Coyle, I mean, there's so many of them. Reece Potter, do you know what I mean? Them guys, you wouldn't get the opportunity to be on BBC iPlayer. You wouldn't get the opportunity to be in BBC Scotland. That being said, I asked you, what can we expect from you? What can we expect from your dad come fight night?
He's in some shape, you know. Ricky said something about, I just hope he's been training as hard as he's been saying, but he's been training a lot harder than what he's been saying. Watched him in the gym, he's solid, you know. I'm expecting a good performance from him.
Do you think he will retire after this one, Jake?
No.
Do you think you'll retire after this one?
Andy, I've met retired 10 years ago. Then it was a bit after it. So, see, now, I feel good now. I feel good for myself. Where I was a few years ago, that's an arse story for another time, but this one's, I'm just glad I'm in this shape again. Definitely, I could actually have the grit to get back into this shape, and as every day goes by, I'm starting to find that I'm happy in the trenches, I'm happy having to make weight, having to put the sweatsuits on, doing these long runs. I feel good after it, I feel good doing it as well, so I'm in a good place now, and I want to stay here, so went to the box for a few years to keep this before it's set in stone, but nah, I don't know, Andy.
Listen. Enjoy it. Jake, always good to see you, young man. I'm absolutely looking forward to your fight, man, because I think you're one of the, like your dad says, a dark horse coming through in Scotland. You're only a 19-year-old, you're still learning your trade. Willie, hang about. I'm going to get an interview right now, but thank you, Willie, and thank you, Jake, my man.
Choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt wins. Right, the bouncer's guilt wins.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,